China has strongly opposed the outright aggressive stance of the United States. China condemned the U.S. threat of additional tariffs, calling it an act of economic intimidation, and expressed its firm resolve to resist such pressure to the end. This report comes to you from our Beijing correspondent Kim Han-jun.
When U.S. President Donald Trump mentioned a 50% additional tariff, China reacted immediately. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce, through a spokesperson statement, strongly criticized the move, calling it a mistake upon a mistake and an act of intimidation that reveals America's true nature, and declared that if the U.S. persists, they will fight to the end. As China has made it clear that they will retaliate without withdrawing their counter tariffs, there's a high likelihood the U.S. will impose the additional 50% tariffs. If the 50% tariffs are implemented as planned, the total tariffs imposed on China since Trump's inauguration will soar to 104%, far surpassing the 60% rate he promised during his presidential campaign. China, with no reason to back down, is expected to take additional retaliatory measures. As it has done so far, China is expected to impose an additional 50% retaliatory tariff, along with restrictions on rare earth exports and sanctions on individual companies.
China will take necessary steps to protect its legitimate rights and interests.
Demonstrating its determined resistance, the Chinese government has even mobilized its sovereign wealth funds to intervene in the stock market, and after yesterday's Black Monday crash, the market has somewhat stabilized today.
The government's strong measures will guide the market effectively, preventing overheating and cushioning external shocks.
The two nations are caught in a vicious cycle of attack, retaliation, and counterattack. Without concessions, the standoff will continue indefinitely. From Beijing, Kim Han-jun, MBN News.